Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's Sean with Momentum, like always, and today we're doing fan questions. All right, so the first question we got today is how to grow your social media clout, how to get more followers, get more engagement, all that good stuff, right? And what I'm going to be talking about is I'm going to steal Gary Vee's thunder for a little bit because he's told a strategy in his Instagram yesterday that works to a T. It is so good, it's free. So I would advise anyone who is looking to get more followers, do the strategy. So and I was actually talking to my friend Rob about this, so I'll bring up this conversation. But let's say I make beats in Philadelphia. I'm a music producer. I make beats, and I live in Philadelphia, and I'm looking to grow more followers. What I want to do is on Instagram, go under hashtag Philly Beats, hashtag Philly Studios, hashtag Philly Records. I don't even know, but make sure that there are enough posts on those hashtags to then go under them. You're going to see the most popular and then recent. What I would do is go under the most recent ones, send them a DM, say, hey, my name's Sean. I make beats for free. I can make you the best beats in Philadelphia. Like I said, no gimmick, just trying to provide value. They're going to send you back more than likely a reply saying, oh my God, I would love that. You know, what's your work look like? And then when you're finished, once you provided them value, then, you know, it's funny, you don't ask for any shout out, but you're going to then get a shout out. You're going to get then blasted on their clout, which has probably hundreds or even thousands of followers. Then more people follow you, and then you just continue to do that, you know? And a lot of people say, oh, Sean, I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting, commission off of this. It's free. Yeah, it's free. But you have to understand it. If you're in the position right now where you don't have that many followers, you're probably, not that you're not valuable or not that you don't have any skills. People don't really know you. So you need to do stuff like this to get exposure. You need to do this to get more followers. So again, people love free. And if you don't, you got to work for it. You got to work for it. And you have to sacrifice pay. You're going to have to probably do that. I did it for, I don't even have that many followers, but in terms of setting up the virtual tour business and the marketing business, it took me a couple of years before we actually started to get a lot of traction on social media. So that's what I would just recommend. Continuing to hit those DMs. Make good content is part one. And then part two is following up, hitting those DMs, sliding them DMs, you know what to do, and making sure that you are just doing everything possible to connect with your audience and grow the social media. That's what I would do. That's what I did for Blockchain World Conference, the Bird Crawl. I mean, shit, there were so many things I did. So many projects I did with that same strategy. Why are virtual tours picking up, and aren't you not supposed to be working during these times? Aren't all businesses supposed to be shut down if you're not life sufficient, if you're not life orderly, whatever the term is? That's a good question. So we work on the seller's behalf. If we worked on the realtor's behalf, the broker's behalf, agent's behalf, whatever you want to call them, that would be illegal because we would follow among them their guidelines, and we would have to adhere to their policies. And if we didn't, then we would get in trouble. But we don't. So we work on the seller's behalf, wink, wink, and we're just able to, pump out as many virtual tours as possible. So we work on the seller's behalf. And the reason they're so popular right now is because, think about it, if I'm trying to show off a property, if I'm trying to show off my business right now, and no one can go in, it's pretty silly. I mean, it's common sense. You would get a virtual tour so people can then see that property online. You can see right here, I'm wearing a nice dress shirt, but underneath this, I'm wearing sweatpants and my slippers. All right, I'm wearing I'm pretty casual underneath. But what I mean by that is people are going to be in the comfort of their own home, chilling, drinking some tea, some coffee, having a nice breakfast, and checking out your place. That's pretty much how it works. How do you become good at selling? Now, this is a question where I get a lot, and I ask myself this. I reflect on this question a lot because, I mean, I've only had 3 or 5 years in the field of sales. So I'm not a connoisseur. I'm not like fucking Jordan Belfort, Wolf of Wall Street, closing deal left and right. Although I'm not bad, I'm all right, but I'm not where I want to be. The thing that I can say is, for those who want to start selling and sell efficiently, is you got to sell yourself first. And that is within women or men, if you're into that. If you're into, if you're trying to close a deal, if you're trying to negotiate for, let's say, like a table or a mattress. I'm in my room, so a TV, a bureau. I mean, it doesn't really matter what you're looking to do. The thing that matters is if you have the confidence and if you can convince someone on your argument. That's why I say that sometimes lawyers are the best salespeople, because they convince a jury, they convince, a large group of people that their client is right, or he's innocent, or he's guilty. It works like that. If you can convince someone of your argument, of your idea, of what you're trying to propose to someone, then sales doesn't really, you don't need to say, oh, my because, and this is what I see all the time too. People say, like, for an iPhone, if I'm trying to sell an iPhone, I'll say, oh my God, it has the best camera. It has it charges in 5 seconds. If you list all the features, you're going to bore them to death. You're going to bore them to death. They're going to go to sleep, right? People are going to go to sleep right then and there. They're going to be so bored. You cannot just list the features. What you need to do is think of them using the product. What are the benefits of it? What are the main benefits? Okay, it's going to save you time. You know how you used to call someone and you would have to blah 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 blah. You would have to do the little ring thing. You would have to. It's a phone in the 1940s. You guys would probably get the reference. But anyway, it would save you time dialing. It would save you time text messaging someone and calling someone. And it would be more efficient. The signal would be better. And you would make it so that you could send a mass text message to all your coworkers. And it's going to be more efficient. It's going to save you time, so you could spend time with your kids instead of having to take work emails and work phone calls. You could spend 5-10 minutes with your kids that you didn't have before, or 5-10 minutes, on a quick lunch date or something like that, right? Doesn't that sound more convincing than say, oh, like, it has the best camera and it has 32 gigs and it has 8 hours of battery life? Yeah, of course, it sounds a lot better the way I described it, because you can picture yourself, oh man, I wish I had 5 minutes for the kids. Oh, I wish I had 5 minutes for this girl, So you think of the person inside of the product, them using it, and what are the main benefits of it? Not the features, but what are the main benefits? What are they getting out of it that they need? Whether that's saving time or being more efficient within their business. It really depends. If they're saving money, doesn't matter, right? So I would say if you can sell yourself first and foremost, then you can start to become a pretty good salesman. I don't want to go too much into this, but that's what I would do. If you want to start selling efficiently, learn how to sell yourself first and foremost, 100%. When will the virus end and real life set in again? So this is an interesting question. I would say, for the virus to end, who knows? 2 months could go by, society goes back to normal again, and then we have a whole other outbreak and people are getting infected again. Not sure. But what I do know is the University of Pittsburgh, amongst many wealthy philanthropists and people that are just really trying to give money for this cause, are starting to create a vaccine, and in other countries as well, but Pittsburgh's really killing it and leading it right now. Canada, you hear about Canada too, and people in Europe, and so on and so forth. About 12 to 16 months, I'd say, until we have a vaccine. So not saying it's going to be a year before we go back to normal life, but I would say there probably will be a summertime, and things are still going to be, we're using Governor Wolf. I don't know how, if you're in New York or Delaware or New Jersey, the surrounding states, the adjacent states to PA, but we're doing like a green, yellow, and red. Yeah, red, yellow, green. Yeah, I tried to do it in order of a stoplight. So red is, okay, we're on hold. We're on red right now. Yellow is they're starting to open up, but be caution. Then green, we're all good to go. So that they're going to follow that three color, 3-step system, I believe. I don't really know the details of that, but I would say give it, Congress is supposed to open up in a couple of weeks, May 15th, or maybe even next week. I'm not really sure. I think it's next week, actually, but who knows? It could be, 2 months again. It could be a year. I don't know. But all I do know is people need to continue to have faith in themselves. Listen, we made it 60 days. Joey Diaz on his podcast was saying, I don't want to curse, but he was saying, the judge gives you 45 days, 15 days for being good. And there you go. That's your 60 days, like being in prison. So we're all in metaphorical prison, and we did it. So we did it. We got through it. We got past it. So continue to live, continue to get out there, walk, jog, social distance, make good content, rebuild yourself. I'm so I can double down on this idea right now that we're going to see the best stand-up comedy, we're going to see the best sports, we're going to see the best performances from artists, musicians, athletes. I already said stand-up comedians, but everyone out there, because they're honing their craft right now, they're getting better, they have time to prepare and practice on what they're doing. So keep hope. And this was Sean, like always. Guys, I hope you really like the fan questions. Leave a comment, subscribe to Momentum Virtual Tours on YouTube. If you haven't yet, check out our new podcast-ish videos that we do every single week. And we're doing a podcast probably later on, but I don't want to ramble too much. But we release a blog every single week. Check that out as well. I'll drop all the links below so you guys can check that out. Like always, thank you so much for all the support. I got wonderful comments on my last video. I continue to do this. You guys motivate me. You guys are the reason behind this, not me. You guys are. You guys give me the fire and energy to do this at 8:30 in the morning, which it is right now. So with that, guys, my name is Sean, and like always, build momentum. Have a good day.